Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft playthrough series. Last episode I made the sag mill and the alloy smelter. I've just put some different types of chests on top of them. So yeah, this episode I'm going to do some smeltery related things, because I want to make some better tools. So in this village there is this smeltery over here that it doesn't work, but we can really quick make it work. So I'll change this in some way or another. We actually have some books on this. So yeah, we're going to make, I think, well, let's check the books. I've made a bookcase from Bibliocraft. So let's see, these books. So here is the first book that explains how to make all the crafting things for the tools. We need to make this for getting the bigger tools. We have the tool station right there, and we need a tool station to make the tool forge. So that's great actually. So yeah, we don't need this book. Next book we have what kind of tools we have. There's pickaxe, shovel, hatchet, mattock, broadsword, and other kinds of swords. Dagger, frying pan, you can cook things on that. Battle sign, right, don't know what utility, that's a chisel. Hammer, that's the one I want to make. It mines a 3x3 square, so that's pretty good for mining. The lumber axe does, I think it chops down the entire tree. Yeah, it harvests an entire tree as long as it's not above 30 blocks. Excavator is also good, but I'll just make a hammer this episode, a big iron hammer of some sort. And I'm also thinking of doing some better pickaxes, because these are made of stone and those are not very good. So yeah, let's jump right into it. So those bricks the smelter is made of is called, what are they called? Seared bricks, and they are made of grout. Grout is made with sand, clay, and gravel. You can actually make, there is also another recipe involving a clay block, and it's just as sufficient. So we're taking all of this. So with grout you smelt it in a furnace and you get seared bricks, and seared bricks you use to make all of these things for the smeltery. We need a seared tank, we need a controller, we probably also need some of the faucets, and that's it. The bricks, you just take 4 of the seared bricks. So yeah, so let's go downstairs and pop this right in here. This is kind of slow. So the chest here is for inputting and outputting things. So for example, when this is done smelting the grout, it will end there and it will go into the chest. That's pretty cool. And you can configure the different sides on it inside here. So that's pretty neat. So that's push, and that's pull. So it pulls from that side, and it pushes upwards. So it pushes to that chest. So yeah, we'll let that smelt for a bit, and we'll figure out what we actually need. So I'll dig away the excessive flux that we don't need. Oh, we also need those tabby out things. So I think I would put the smeltery controller here, and 1 or 2 tanks depending on how much I want. I only need 1 set of these. We have 2. I think I would put these here. So there and there. All the corner blocks is actually not needed. So I'll just do this. So I'll probably leave some of it back because it looks ugly with all that dirt showing. So there. We'll need a space for the tank. I think I'll do this. This will increase the capacity, so we'll have the different things inside these holes. So yeah, I'll stuff this somewhere else. Going to bed because it's night. Don't want any creepy crawlers crawling up on us. So I'll put these here for now. So see it breaks. Come to think of it, I might need some more actually. We need glass. We need, well, I guess that's it actually. So we'll need, a controller. Oh, we got a new book. We need the tank. We need the drains, and I'm actually out of seed bricks, so I have to sand, gravel. There's a clay, and like so. We just need 2 more of the bricks, so that's actually fine. Smelting up. Can I catch it before it ends into the chest? Yes, I could. And there, faucets. So, do I have a bucket? Yes, I do. Right. So, going through my crops. So, the drains go here. The faucets go on top of the drains, so they pour into the table and the basin. The tank goes somewhere around a layer, and the controller goes on the same layer as the seared tanks. Bam, and it will light up if it works. If I remove this block, it won't light up, so yeah, that's how. And there's a lot of space in this. I think that can go 27 blocks? 9, 18, 27, yeah, 27 blocks into this smeltery, because it has 3 times 9 blocks, so it could fit 27 blocks of material in there. So the smeltery works kind of a combination of the sag mill down here and the alloy smelter. It does kind of the same, but it also has some other functionality. Well, sort of. It can melt different metals together, and if you put an ore in there, it will double it just like the sag mill. So if I come 1 ore copper in there, it will give me 2 ingots out. But we actually can't make ingots from the smeltery yet, because we don't have a cast for it. And do I have any aluminium? I do. I might look into this book, because this book explains how the alloys are made, which is the combination of different metals and the recipes for different stuff. So there's a lot of things in here, and it just shows the basic smeltery here. So here is some of the alloys you can make in the smeltery. Bronze, 3 copper, 1 tin, so a 3:1 ratio. Aluminum, or aluminium, I'm just calling it aluminum. 3 aluminum and 1 copper. Manulin, which is the strongest material, with the one with most durability. 2 cobalt and 2 ardite, which is only found in the nether, and you need a pickaxe that's stronger than diamond to get these 2 different materials. Alumite, aluminum, iron and obsidian, and pig iron. Iron, blood and emeralds. And there's some other stuffs there. So we need to make a cast. There's some, that's the last page. So we have to make some aluminum brass, I think, but we don't actually have enough aluminum for making aluminum brass. So there is an alternative, and that's using gold, which is pretty expensive, but it can work out. I'll just take, yeah, 4. You have to use double the amount of gold as of aluminum brass to make a single cast. So yeah, you just put your ore in there and it will smelt. However, it needs fuel, and in this tank you need lava. That's a problem, but that's why I brought my bucket, so I can get some lava. And you actually want a decent amount of it, because it uses quite a lot of it. So I'm going to do some helping stuff to get me some more lava. I'm going to make a portable tank. Which is just a small container that can hold liquids. So I'm going to put the book back on the shelf with the rest of the books. Great, portable tank. These work. You can shift right click with the wrench to pick them up. You can also just use your pickaxe. If you... I need some water to show this. I'll show. If you put any liquid in there, it will stay in there if you use the wrench. But if you use your pickaxe... Oh! It stays. Didn't know that. But you can just shift right click it and it's a lot faster with the wrench. So I'll go down into my mine and I'll find some lava real quick. So be right back. So here I am, found some lava. I have to put this and I have to pull out the water. I'll put it there. So I'll dig some of the stone so I can actually see. So now I just put the lava in there. Stop it, you. Yes, I'll fill this up and I'll go back up to the smeltery, so be right back. So I'm back at the smeltery, and yeah, I'll just put this here, put lava in here, and there you go. You can see the gold inside of the smeltery, and it's having this red, yellow progress bar that is going up slowly. You can see every time I put a bucket of lava in there, it goes 1,000 up, and it's slowly and surely taking out some lava every time it does some work on it. Oh, it's smelted. So now we have molten gold inside the smeltery, which is pretty cool. So making some casts. I'll save on the gold and use it for all the important stuff. But let's see what kind of casts things. We have a crossbar, knife blade, shovel. Could use that. Copper shovel head. So yeah, we have to make a new pad. Oh, we have a pickaxe. That's great. So a pickaxe head. Do we have a tool rod? We'll just do this. And we can make 4 patterns out of the 8 gold ingots we have. So if it should make a last one, what should that be? What do we have? Hand guard. That's for swords. Well, let's just... Do we have a sword blade? Sword blade. Let's do that. Sword blade there. So yeah, we have 4 different things we can make casts of. So yeah, let's go over and put the things in the casting table and make some casts out of it. If I'm not wrong. So we put the sword on there. We have liquid gold, molten gold, and we'll just pour this, and it goes over it and makes a cast. Yeah, and it used 2 ingots of gold. So I got the blade back, but I also got the cast back. So I can make different kinds of swords now. The blades are made of different materials. So yeah, I'll do it with the rest of these. So now I've made these forecasts from these 4 different tool things. So now we can make metal counterparts of these things. So we can make metal saws, metal pickaxes, and metal shovels. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We'll just store them in here for now. Right. I'll just put this in here. That there. So, but we would also like to make a tool station and making a hammer this episode. So let's see. How much do we have of this? I think 8 of both these and those. And we would make some grout. Wait, what? Oh, shapeless. Oh, I'll just search for it. Grout. And we're not in crafting there. Bang. I'll go down here. Put this into smelting. Tool forge. Also making out of different materials, but the iron is just the basic one. There's no benefit of them making out of different materials. It just looks cooler, I guess. I think I could just... Well, I have a shit ton of copper. I think I just might make them out of copper. There's a first time for everything. Block of copper. So yeah, that's neat. We also need that. I'll just put that over there. So let's go downstairs, see if they have cooked up. They almost have. I just think I made too many. Doesn't matter. So those are still in there. So let's see. Breaks 3 across the top, 2 down on each side, and the tool station in the middle, and bam, tool forge. That looks cool. I actually never made it out of a different material than iron. So yeah. So here we have a lot of new things we can make. And even some crossbows and some longbows. Shuriken. Cool. These are new with a new version of Tinker's Construct. So that's pretty neat. So for a hammer we need plates, hammerhead, and a large tool rod. I think I just will make them out of iron, not iron, stone. I think maybe. If so, maybe so. Like so. Oh, and some wood. Never go wrong with wood. Oops. Patties. So, do we have... No. That's the tool station. Stencil. I would like that. I would like that. And that. Right. So, large plates go in there. They cost 8 per plate. I'll need the head, which is also 8, and then I'll need the rod, and I'll make that out of wood, and those need 3 material cost. You can see the material cost on the patterns for what they cost. So it takes 8 stone for making one of these. So yeah, and some things like sticks and all that only have a half material cost, so that's pretty cool. So go to the hammer, go to plates, the tough rod, and there, boom, stone hammer. You can also name your things. I would call this Basher because I'm original. And that's it for making a lot better tools. So I'll just go down the mine and show how these work, the hammers. I'll just do that real quick. And mind that this has a mining level of, I think, iron. So anything you need iron to mine, like this, it can't actually mine it. But if I just use this on stone, see, it mined it at 3x3, but it didn't mine this because this needs an iron tool to mine it. So, but it can mine anything else, and even copper. If I do this, see, it mines the copper because you need a stone tool to mine copper, and hammer is made out of stone. So that's pretty neat. There's some iron, and this will help me do a lot of mining. It's pretty neat, pretty good. So this is it for this episode. Like, favorite, and subscribe for more videos. And remember, what you demand, I shall serve. Bye!